Right. So, welcome to your practice today. Now, let's just start by taking some conscious breathing. So, as you inhale, I want you to think coming in through your nose, throat, chest, belly. And then as you exhale, belly, chest, throat, nose, or head, whatever one works for you. So, you inhale going down and think of your belly expanding on the inhale. Everything getting smaller on your exhale. So just take a couple rounds of conscious breathing to help relax your nervous system before we begin. You're always welcome to close your eyes or keep them slightly open during the breathing. Focusing on the quality of your breathing. Can you do it slow and smooth? One more round. Next, we're going to go into one arm Tadasana. So with this, I want you to think about what's happening in your neck area. So we'll raise your left arm. As you do that, turn your head to the right shoulder. And your arm goes up as high as it feels comfortable. Exhale, lower your arm and look back center. We're going to stay with the same side and do it 5 more times. Inhale, left arm, turn your head to the right. Belly and ribs can come forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We got one more, I believe, if I count it right. And now lower your left arm and let it rest your left hand on your lap. We'll switch sides. Reach your right arm forward and up. As you do that, turn your head towards your left shoulder. Lower your arm, look back center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It's 3. You got 3 more. Go nice and smooth. Last one. Lower your arm to your lap. Next, we're going to move into 2-arm Tadasana, lifting our heels. So arms start, relax down by your side. As you inhale, sweep your arms forward, lifting your heels, coming up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, lowering your arms, lowering your heels. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, going down. 4 more. See if you can focus on the exhale. contracting your abdominal muscles. Last one. And then softly lower your arms. Pause. For our next one, we're going to do a version of Vajrasana. Get my chair so I don't fall in. We're going to lift one leg. As you lift your left knee, your arms are going to come out. So start with your feet pretty close together. Back is straight. Inhale, lift your left knee, bring your arms out to a T. Exhale, lower. Same side. Inhale, arms go out to the side, left knee lifts. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale, lower. It's 3, you've got 3 more. When you're done, just rest, pause for just a moment. We'll do 6 on the right leg. So sit up nice and tall. Start with your shoulders relaxed. Chin is not going up or down on this one. It's just relaxed there, neutral. Lift your knee, lift your arms. And lower. Inhale. 2. And last one here. I think I added in an extra one, but that's okay. One more is not going to hurt. And lower down. Now take your left hand to your left leg, lift your left foot up, extend out your leg, lifting your heel as straight as your knee will go. Then exhale, lowering it. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, lower. Inhale. And exhale. Do 2 more. And then set your left foot down, straighten your back again. Other side. Lift the right foot off the ground. Inhale, extend your foot forward. Exhale, bend your knee. Your foot hovers over the ground. You don't have to, unless it's dragging, but you don't have to set it down. Do 3 more. You're done. Set your foot back on the ground. Sit up. Widen your knees a little bit apart. We're going into our forward fold next. Hands start by your side. Head is lifting up. Inhale, bring your arms forward. And then exhale, reach down. Inhale, bring your arms forward. Reach back up. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. We're going to go real slow, taking our time. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale, reaching down as far as you feel comfortable. Each time you do it, you may find a little bit more space. Inhale to come up, use your legs. Exhale to lower your arms. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, reaching down. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, lowering down. Do 3 more rounds on your own. You want to stay a little longer, you can. And on your last one, take your time. When you're done, just lower your hands to your lap and pause. Observe for a moment, notice how that felt. Especially if you got a little dizzy, sometimes going upside down can make you feel a little loopy. And then we breathe and it kind of regulates. Next, we're going to go into some sit to stand posture. So working on balance and leg stability. So what I'd like you to do is just slide back your right heel so the left foot is like slightly forward. I don't know if you can see this real good, but one foot is just like a couple inches in front of the other. What that does, so my left foot is a little bit further in front of my right. So feet together, then step back the right. What's going to happen is when you stand up, this leg is not going to do as much. This one's going to do all the work. So take your time. We'll do it a few times so you can figure it out. And most of you have done this before, but so you're going to lean forward and then stand up. Oh, I'm sorry. I had that backwards. This leg's going to do all the work. This leg's not going to do any of it. So you just kind of lift up off your bum and sit back down. Lift up. Be mindful if you have a bum knee that this might not be the one for you. Oh, my knee just popped. And even if you don't get all the way yourself off the chair, just leaning into it and feeling that momentum is probably a good start. All right, this leg is getting really tired. So we're going to finish that out. And then step the feet back together. Sit up again. And then we'll switch sides. Slide back your left heel a little bit. Right foot is forward. This time, this leg's going to be our dominant one. Let's take a breath before we do the next leg. My eyes are watering this morning. I'm not crying, in case you're wondering. All right, so we're going to inhale, pressing down, trying to get up a little bit. And just practice a few. Got a squeaky chair. Good job. Do one more here. And then rest. Bring your feet side by side. And let's go into a little bit of a back bend. Take your hands and bind them behind your back or hold on to the chair. Roll the shoulder blades back. Bring your bottom ribs forward. Keep your chin down. Give yourself a double chin. And we'll take just a second here to breathe, to open up the front body. Excellent. Release your hands from the back side and come onto your forearms. You can bring your palms together and point your nose towards the floor. Then we'll inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking back down towards your hands. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Inhale. Exhale. Do 3 more. On your last one, bring your hands to the ground, to your feet. Let your shoulders hang heavy over your body. On your next inhale, reach your arms forward and come up. Lower your hands to your side. Excellent. Just going to take a second to breathe. And our next little series, we're going to come to standing behind your chair. If you need a little bit of support, you'll hold on to the back side of the chair. I'm just moving mine out of the way so it's not in front of me so you can see. Start in our standing samasthiti. Shoulders relaxed. If you have the chair in front of you, make sure you got some space in front so you can step comfortably your left foot forward. Turn your right toes a little bit out to the right side so they're at an angle. And we're going to go into bending your left knee. As we do that, we're going to take our hands out to the side. So you'll bend into your left knee and try to find some balance. If this is too much, hold on to the chair with one hand and bend. So you take your time, try to track your knee forward, not out to the left or to the right. See if you can feel it in the back glute. Exhale, straighten. Do a few more. Testing it out. Complete the posture, which means it comes to straight knee before you go to the next. Let's switch sides. Take out the left leg first. And then comfortably step your right foot forward. Left heel is the furthest thing back. Shoulders start down or one hand on the chair. bend into your right knee, take your arms out to a T, and then exhale, straighten your knee, lower your arms. Try to track your knee forward over your toes. Do two more. When you're done, step your feet back together. Pause and just observe. And now moving into a little bit more balance here, we'll step your left foot forward. Again, you can have the chair in front of you. And we're going to do the same motion where you bend into your knee, taking your arms, forward. Maybe let's put the chair so you can see. You'll bend the knee and lift the back leg up. So it's bending the knee, back foot, right foot comes off the ground. And the key is to gracefully land that back foot. So you land soft and slow. A lot of people talk about bone density. When you balance on one leg, that works on bone density, bone marrow. All the stuff in your legs start to fire up in those bones. Good. Do one more round here. And then step your feet back together and pause. Take just another breath or two. Then this time we'll step the right foot forward, or the leg you didn't do. Move the chair here to the side. I'm going to stand this way. So my left foot is back. You'll bend into the knee and lift up the back foot. The idea is to land soft. Let's inhale, exhale. You decide if you want your back leg to go up higher, obviously you can do that, but that takes a little bit more effort. So decide what you want today. Then when you've had enough of these, you can slow down and come back to standing with your feet together. And holding on to the chair, maybe even close your eyes and just pause, feeling the energy, your heartbeat, all that lovely stuff that happens when we move. Next, we're going to go into some back bends, gentle ones. Step your feet a little, like maybe 1 foot back. And we're going to inhale, bringing your belly towards the back of the chair, bringing your shoulders down, your chin slightly lifted. Exhale, move your spine back straight. So it's an inhale, bringing the hips, pointer of your hips forward. Exhale, moving back into neutral. If this is really hard on your back, step your feet wider and then lean your hips forward. So either one works. Again, just play with it. Three more. Relax when you're done. Our next posture, we're going into a forward fold. So there's many ways you can do a forward fold. You can do a forward fold by just touching the backrest of your chair. For those of you who have long arms or can go lower, you may want to do the seat of your chair. For those of you who want to have a little bit more, you can go to your shins. I mean, yes, you can touch the ground, but this is probably all we need for right now. But you can decide what level you want to fold to. I'm going to pick the seat. Again, this part is okay too. If you have something nearby, like a table or something, you can also fold to that. So couch, anything, like use what you have around your home and find what works for you. So we'll start by just standing with our feet slightly apart, help with our back. And your arms will inhale, coming forward and up. Try to keep your head by your biceps as you go down. So it all comes down at the same speed. Hands touch down on something, bend the knees, and then inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, lowering the hands back to your side. All right, so let's try it again. Inhale, arms floating up. Exhale, slide bend in the knees if you need. Hands come to the chair, to your legs. Bend the knees, arms and head come up together. Exhale, lower your arms to your side. Now just take a few rounds on your own. Enjoying it, smiling through the process. Think of this as an experience, maybe also an experiment that you're learning how to control your breathing, how to protect your back so your knees bend, how to stand up without getting dizzy. Do one more of these. We'll pause and come back to our seat. So if we're going upside down, I want us to sit again. Go put your back up against the back rest. And take a moment here to relax. And now we'll begin to bring ourselves a little bit off the back of the chair so you have a little bit of space back there, and lift your left knee, holding onto it with one hand or two. And we're going to take the knee towards the chest. We're slightly lifting it in and lowering it away. So match this. Your inhale is when the elbows are straight. The exhale is when the knee comes in. So it's contracting the lower abdominals. It's hard for me to do it while I'm talking. So just try a few. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, moving it out. You can do these reclined, lying on your back. Same thing. Do two more. When you're done, put your foot back on the ground. Sit up as tall as you can. That's the trouble with being in the chairs. You don't keep your back as flat. When you're on the ground, your back is pretty stable. So we have to reset a lot when we're sitting in the chair to make sure we're not slouching. When you're ready, we hold the other knee. Inhale. Exhale, gently guide the knee a little closer to your chest. And then inhale, guide the knee out. One leg, knee to chest. Two more. And then set that leg down, sit back up. And move into cat and cow next. So hands can be on your legs, or you can do it where you make the circles. I'm going to choose today to keep my hands on my lap. Slide your hands forward and tuck your chin in, bringing your shoulders forward and separating your shoulder blades for our cat. And then lift your head, bring your shoulders back into your cow. So the belly goes out in front. And just move through a couple. Inhale is going to be your cow with your head lifted, shoulders back. Exhale is going to be the belly coming in and the chin tucking in. This is your cat. And you can move gently through your spine. Breathing is the most important part, because if you're practicing that breath awareness, you're staying in the moment. Let's do two more. One more cat, one more cow. And pause. Deep breaths in and out with your eyes closed. Moving back into our sit to stand postures. We weren't through with it. You thought we were, but we're not. So this is more like our peak pose, our queen pose for today. I want us to work on that rocking sensation of coming forward and going back and then coming up. So using both legs. Hold the squeaky chairs back. Just use your legs when you've had enough of these. You're going to sit to the back of your chair and again, relax. So just do a few more. Last one for me. And then we relax. Putting your back on the backrest of the chair. And observing how that felt. What strength it takes to be able to lift yourself off of something to stand up. And go ahead and lift your left leg, circle out your left ankle. Your barefoot, see if you can spread apart your toes. And just trying to move your foot in all different directions. When you've had enough on this leg, you'll bend the knee, set the foot down, and switch sides. Maybe you notice that one foot is a slightly different the way it moves than the other foot, especially if we've had an injury on one side. And then when you're done with that side, lower your foot. Sit up so you're not on the backrest, and then make a little X with your forearms and just hold your fingertips to your opposite arm. Lift your head up. I got to scoot forward because my feet are too short. We're going to lift the head up so the ribs lift and then lean back so you feel a little bit back here on your back, and then exhale back to a straight spine. So it's an inhale, lifting the ribs, chin stays tucked. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back to neutral. I'll just practice a few. Keep your chin tucked in. That's the hardest part. Your head's going to want to go backwards, but try not to. Keep your back of your neck straight. Do two more. Inhale, going up and back. Exhale, slight squeeze of the abdominal as your spine goes straight again. Now, before you move your arms, look and see which one is on the bottom, and then redo it. So you're just going the opposite direction. This time we're going forward as opposed to going back. We're going to lean forward. Maybe your elbows touch your knees, and then inhale, come back up. Think of a sit-up. So inhale, the spine is straight. Exhale, elbows, chin stays tucked, elbows come down. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Keep going, doing a few on your own. Strengthening our back muscles, abdominal muscles here, which is also really good for balance. Let's do two more. When you're done, bring your arms up and just stretch out through your hands. So you can take them out to the side or straight up, maybe even rotate your wrists like we moved our ankles. Anything that feels good here. Take your hands and either bring them to the back of the chair or interlace behind you. Again, we're going into that back bend. Keep the chin tucked in. Shoulder blades squeeze towards one another back here. Heart and chest lifts. Taking big breaths here. One more deep breath in. Exhale it out. Your arms maybe swale. It's Anya's here. We're going to do our hips. She always likes that. I remember. All right. We're going to lift up your left foot. Hold your knee. Do it a little open close, a little clamshell, or even some circles. Just kind of moving your head of your femur in, the pelvis, the socket. This is a ball and socket joint. Just testing out where it wants to go, what's going on in there today. And then we'll set the left foot down, switching sides. Do the right one, take it out, open, close, circles. Just kind of experimenting with the hip. If you're finding any pain there, please don't do this. Discomfort, maybe, but pain, no. And that's part of learning like your body is what's the difference between a little discomfort and pain. Right. Or when you're done, you can set the right foot down. Going into our figure 4, you're welcome to put your left ankle up here on top of your right knee, or you could do it here. You could do it down here. The idea is to let the hip rotate open so the femur goes, the knee goes out to the side, not the femur. So for some of you, you may be up here on this leg, and on the other leg, it may be different. So we're not all the same. So once you get your foot where you want it to be, go back to sitting up. Try to lift through the crown of your head, and then we'll titrate this. We'll inhale with a straight spine, and then exhale, bringing your shoulders forward. Try to keep your back straight, and then inhale, bring your shoulders back on top of your hips. So if you're like, woo, that's too much, switch to coming down here. So you can decide which one works for you. The inhale is the straight spine. Exhale is leaning forward. And again, you're experimenting, deciding which one fits your body's needs today. Do one more round. Bring your shoulders back up, and then step your left foot off to the side. So left knee is straight, right knee is still forward. Take your hands, interlace them, or hold onto your shirt. We're going to lean down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bowing forward. If your hands back there is not serving you and you want to bring your hands forward, I can do that too. I'm working and trying to keep my shoulders back so I don't slouch as much. So these, binding your hands behind your back reminds you, keep your shoulders back. Do 2 more. Lift yourself back up. Undo your hands if they're behind you and step your feet back together. Pause for just a moment. Observe your body. Now you make a decision how you want to use your right leg. If they're putting the ankle on top of the knee, or to the leg, or to the ankle, over ankle. Maybe you try a couple and see which one works for you. Flex your foot on top if it's on top of your knee, so that keeps the protection of the knee joint stable. And again, we'll go down forward with our back straight, not slouch like this. We want to keep the back straight. So as you exhale, the back stays straight, and back stays straight when you lean back. It's an exhale, leaning in. Inhale, back to neutral. Just play with this motion. One more here. And when you're done, take your right foot off to the right side. Straighten your right knee. Hands either behind you to your legs or reaching down. I'm going to take mine behind me. Lift the crown of your head up, straighten your back to begin. Inhale here. And then exhale, leaning forward in between your legs. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lowering down. More. Back up. Release your hands. Step your right foot in. Sit to the back of your chair. Pause again, allowing yourself to relax. One more before we go into Shavasana. Inhale your both arms up. As you exhale, lift your legs and lower your arms. Inhale, lower your legs, lift your arms up. Exhale, lower your arms, lift your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do one more. Keep the arms up. And then softly lower them to your lap. You're welcome to move or adjust to find a spot that feels really comfortable to you. So you can sit with your feet on something or reclined. We'll take the next few minutes to work on muting the dialogue in our head, almost as if you're pushing that mute button. So for just a few minutes, you don't have to analyze, plan, but you can just be at ease. No suffering. Let your body relax. Notice how the air flows in and out, how the rhythmic pattern massages your organs and calms your mind. peace. On the days when your mind feels anything but at ease, may your soul remember the marvelous wonders of sometimes having peace. It is simple, breathing deep, learning to trust through every inhale and every exhale. All of this is part of the story you will tell. The waves will push as they always do, and calm waters will find you. Travel slowly whenever you may need. May peace, even in the smallest shapes, be a beautiful miracle that continues to find you. Just by MHN. If you'd like to stay here and meditate for longer, you're absolutely welcome to. Just hit the off button on your screen. Stay and relax for as long as you would like. If you're like me and have to get on with your day. We'll bring our practice to a close by again feeling into the different body parts, our feet, our legs, our hips, our spine, belly, chest, and shoulders, arms and hands, throat, lips and jaw, nose, your eyes, and forehead. Bring a smile to your face and stretch your arms out as wide as your smile. We'll bring our hands back to a prayer to finish our practice with a bowing of the head. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you. May you be happy and healthy. Namaste. Thank y'all.